this is nice. What's going on, beautiful people? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon GO. I've got pizza in my stomach. I'm at Daytona Beach in the ocean. I'm having a fantastic day. And to start off the day, actually, we did get a shiny Yungoos literally right here. So, yeah, this is a great start. I'm totally happy with this. Let's just throw a golden raspberry on this bad boy, and hopefully it's good. I mean, it's weather boosted, right? So, bang. I don't know why, but Yungoos seems to like me quite a bit. Like, I've been really lucky with it. I have no idea why, but definitely not complaining, especially because when I got here, the spawns were okay, but there's not a stop, there's not a gym or anything, so I was like, the odds of me getting a shiny here are probably pretty low, but nonetheless, we got one, and it is going to be not great, but it was caught in Daytona, so that's kind of fun. Now, as you can see around me in the game here, there is absolutely nothing, but this is actually not what it's like here in Daytona at all. This spot is strangely kind of barren, but if we go further up that way, which is about south, I believe, it's actually a lot better. I've gotten a lot of great spawns on Daytona Beach, and also I got a shiny unknown U from a raid here before, but that was further down south, so we'll definitely have to hunt here a little bit later, see what we can find, but for now, I want to get in this water, so let's get in. Well, the ocean was a lot of fun, but of course, the moment I got out of the water, I opened up my phone and just all the news dropped. So let's go over some cool stuff. For starters, we have a brand new season coming very soon, the Season of GO, which looks pretty neat. As you can see, there's an Ultra Wormhole. We've got a member of the GO Ultra Recon Squad in front of there. Plus, we've got both forms of Shaman. It's a really cool poster, and I'm really down with it. Though I thought it was going to be the Ultra season, because they did recently tease Ultra Beasts, so I kind of figured it would be the Ultra season, but the Season of GO is still a pretty cool name. And also, we know what our brand new research breakthrough box is going to be for the month of June. It's going to be Clink, which isn't that exciting, especially because if you look right here, I actually got a shiny Clink yesterday while I was hunting around, and I just threw it in the stack, so that's kind of fun. Let's just catch this real quick. But I mean, it's got a high shiny rate, so that's a good upside to it, but in terms of, is it useful? No, it's not useful at all. We don't use it for anything. I think it has some niche uses in PvP, but honestly, I don't see people really using it that much, but nonetheless, I mean, it's a great shiny. I mean, it looks really good, so let's take a look at this one, though. Are you a good one? You are decent. 10, 15, 15. If only that top bar was another 15, but anyways, still cool to get it. Now, the Season of GO also has some really cool bonuses for the season, so let's go over them real quick. For starters, we have increased friendship bonus damage for raids, which is great, especially if you're trying to do world records or duos. It's very helpful. And then, lore module duration will be extended for 1 hour, which is amazing. So now every single lore, instead of being 30 minutes, which never seems like enough, will last for a full hour, which honestly I feel like should just be the default. You can do 1 extra special trade a day, which means that's 2 a day for 3 months. That is insane. Take advantage of that. That is really awesome. You're gonna be getting extra candy when you trade, but not only that, you will be getting a guaranteed XL again, which is huge. Again, 3 months of guaranteed XL is amazing. We'll also be getting guaranteed gifts from Pokestops, which is cool. I mean, sometimes it's annoying when you don't get a gift, especially from a specific spot you want. And the last one, and also a very, very interesting one here, is we're getting increased damage for Pokemon participating in raids remotely, which is weird. I mean, it's really, really weird. They're trying to nerf remote raids right now, so they're actually increasing the damage for this season, but I heavily feel like what's gonna happen is that once the season is over, they're gonna get nerfed to be worse than what they were originally, but nonetheless, that's 3 months of extra damage from remote raids, so definitely take advantage of it while you can, because I definitely feel by the next season, we're probably gonna take a big hit. And here's our raids for the month of June. We're gonna have Kyogre from the 1st to the 7th, which is an amazing water type, and when the primal form eventually comes out, it's probably going to be the best water type. So I highly suggest you raid this one, try to get a hundo, try to max it to 50. I already have a Schlundo maxed to 50, so I'm not gonna raid this one too hard, but it's still a great Pokemon and you should definitely go for it. Plus we're gonna have Mega Steelix at the same time, but then the next week, from the 7th to the 16th, we will have Groudon, and I really need those XLs because eventually this Primal will also come out, and it will probably be the best ground type Pokemon in the game besides possibly Mega Garchomp and maybe Shadow Varian Landorus. There's a few things that can contend for it, but if this gets Precipice Blades, it might be the best ground type. So definitely go for it, try to max one out, and then during that time we'll also have Mega Aerodactyl, which is really cool. It's a very useful Pokemon. I'm still gonna go for that one just to have enough Mega Energy, because I really think capitalizing on the Mega bonus from a Mega Aerodactyl is really good. Plus, it is the second best rock type in the game, minus Rampardos. Then from the 16th to the 23rd, we're getting Shadow Ball Mewtwo. That is really cool. It's a very, very useful Pokemon, and during that time as well, we're gonna have Mega Venusaur, a very good grass type. Highly recommend you go for them. But then, we're getting Mewtwo again, but this time it has Psystrike, which is its best moveset. Psystrike is a Psychic type move, so Mewtwo will actually get extra damage on top of that because he is a Psychic type Pokemon. So it's actually better to have Psystrike than Shadow Ball, but both are very, very useful and very amazing. And also we're gonna have Mega Blastoise, which is okay. It's not the best water type by any means. In fact, whenever Mega Swampert comes out, it's gonna blow Blastoise out of the water. But now let's talk about Spotlight Hours, because one of these I'm very excited about. First one is Nosepass on June 7th. It's okay. I'm okay with it. Double candy for catching, fine. It's a great shiny. I'll definitely go for it. But then, on the 14th, I might have a chance of redemption with Mantine. We get double candy for transferring, whatever. I'm not really gonna do that, but Mantine I will go very hard for. I really, really want this shiny. You guys know I've been transferring shinies like crazy for it, so we'll definitely grind this one out. And then we're gonna have Spinarak, which is also really good for PvP. It has a great shiny, and you get double XP for evolving, which is a pretty good bonus. And then lastly, on the 28th, we have a mystery Pokemon. Now, I can't say what it is because I don't know what it is, but Hisuian variants have been added recently to the game. Maybe this might be a Hisuian Pokemon. Maybe not Voltorb, but maybe Hisuian Growlithe or something like that. According to the Pokeminers, there has been some Hisuian Pokemon added to the code, so it could be a Hisuian variant, or it could be Poipole. I mean, that's an Ultra Beast. I highly doubt it would be that, but it would be cool. And that's a large majority of the news. If you want to read the entire article, it'll be linked in the description box below, but for now, we only have a little bit longer here in Daytona, so let's explore and see what we can find. So all you Americans are gonna think me dumb on this, but I'm extremely excited. There's a Tauros here. I live in Orlando. We don't get Tauroses, so this is actually kind of fun for me, just because, like, I never see them normally. From Daytona. It was a great time. I really enjoy going to the ocean. I love the ocean. Honestly, if I could live next to the ocean, I probably would, especially right now for the spawns. I mean, I saw a few Mantines and a lot of Remoraid's, and I don't have a shiny of either one of those, so hopefully in the future. But speaking of shinies, the car ride back, I actually did get a shiny Alolan Meowth. So, cool, you know, I'm down with it. And if we look at its IVs here real quick, it is not great. I was gonna film this, but you know, I was with some family in the car and they were having a conversation and I didn't want to ask them to be quiet for the clip or whatever, so yeah. Still cool to get it though. I was figuring that we were gonna get one of these eventually, but of course it had to happen in the car ride over. But now I want to talk about something that I feel like some people are sleeping on, and I really think you guys should take advantage of this. So as you can see, I've got my Shiny Shadows right here, and I'm going to make this Shiny Shadow Cubone into a Shiny Shadow Alolan Marowak, but once I'm done doing this, I'm going to purify it to give it return. And this is very important because return is very useful. I've seen people using return Alolan Marowak, and it is disgusting for PvP. It is amazing for PvP. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to purify this and turn this into a purified Alolan Marowak so it has the return move. But there's an easy way to mess this up, and I'll just show you in a second, but some people might do it in the wrong order, and you won't end up getting return on this thing. So, as you can see right here, mine does have Rock Smash and Return, which is fantastic, and also let's just see what this would power up to be. I'm sure this is bad. The IVs are not good on this thing, but if we were to go up, it's 1496 actually. That's surprisingly better than I thought it would be. Let's just do that real quick to get it to where I want it to be for PvP, but yeah, there is a way you can screw this up. Now let me show you how you can easily mess this up so you don't do it, because I accidentally did. So what I did beforehand was I purified the Cubone first, and I thought that it would just keep return, right? Well, unfortunately, that's not the case. If you purify this thing first, it does gain return, which is really nice, but when you evolve it into the Alolan Marowak, as you're gonna see very soon, it's going to lose return, and it's gonna get Shadow Bone, because that's the little bonus that if it doesn't have frustration, it's going to get Shadow Bone regardless. So I don't want you guys having like a really good PvP one and accidentally screwing up like I did and have a purified Alolan Marowak that has Shadow Bone now, as you can see. So it is a very small, minute difference, but what you want to do is you want to evolve it first so it still has frustration, then purify it so that it gets return, because it is really good. I saw people using return on rock and steel types, specifically was a Bastiodon, and it still did a ton of damage. So imagine something that doesn't resist it. It would take a ton of damage from return. Now for all you shiny collectors out there, I highly recommend that you take advantage of this while you can, because being able to get a shiny purified Alolan Marowak in the future is going to be very, very difficult. Now you can trade these, but only during this week can you truly evolve and do this. So I would suggest doing it. Also, because we don't know in the future, there may be a PvP cup where a return Alolan Marowak might be essential. So yeah, if you got a shiny Shadow one and you got an extra one that you can purify, go ahead and do it. You won't regret it. But if you don't, it's really up to you. In the end of the day, the shiny Shadow Alolan Marowak on its own is going to do a ton of damage and is really good. But if you can get a purified one, it might be worth doing. Hello, people of the future. JT of the past here. I've got a shiny for you, like I usually do when I take you back in time. Check it out. We got a blue puppy. Thank you so much, Bulba Baby and Tiger Spanx, for inviting me to this one. I honestly haven't done one of these raids in literally forever, so I'm happy. Though I am stupid and I just used a golden raspberry on something that is a guaranteed catch, so whoops, but it is what it is. For those of you that don't know, if you get a shiny from a raid, no matter what, it's a guaranteed catch. A shiny from almost any situation is a guaranteed catch, except in the wild. If you find it purely in the wild, it does have a chance to run on you, but let's take a look at this thing, because I think it's bad. Yeah, not the greatest, but still, I'm glad to get it, and I do want a lucky reroll like one or two of these, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the raid. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you have, smash the like button for me, show me some love, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you know when I upload, and also comment down below. How do you feel about this new season of Go? Do you like it? Do you not really like it very much? Please let me know in the comments down below. Links for Patreon and merch are in the description box below, but with that being said, this is the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one.